Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Untold Secrets of Living Overseas. I'm so excited to have you all here because we have a special guest today calling all the way from beautiful Italy. Walter Di Lello is here with us. Hi, Walter.
Hi, hello, ciao, ciao a tutti.
Ciao.
Hello, how are you?
Buonasera. Good evening.
Buonasera, exactly. That's
So
correct.
good. I'm at least saying something right.
Yeah, yeah, you are right.
So I want to give you a proper introduction. Today on this episode, it's going to be super informative for you guys because Walter is the founder of Italy Semplice. And of course, I hope I said that right, but that means Italy Simple. And basically,
Exactly.
he owns a relocation property company where they help foreigners, specifically lots of Americans right now, with relocation, real estate, and scouting trip tours. They're based in central southern Italy for tours, but for the thing that's going to be amazing for you guys today, and we're going to be diving into all this, is we're going to be talking about rentals because you are going to need that for your consulate appointment. You have to have that 12-month lease, and that is probably the hardest thing that you will have to find in Italy for your consulate appointment. They do that across all of Italy, so it doesn't even matter where you want to be searching. He can do that for you. And then the other amazing things we're going to be talking about is what you should be looking out for on your scouting trips and how to plan that. And then we're going to be talking about property search, even for buying. And I think a lot of you are going to be shocked at some of the things we're going to be talking about today. So, Walter, I hope I gave you a proper intro, but can you tell us a little bit more? Thank you for being
Yeah,
here
of
with us.
course.
Tell us about you, your story, and where you are in Italy.
Yes, of course, Shona. Thank you for the amazing introduction. I'm Walter Di Lello, as said by Shona. I'm the founder of Italy Semplice, means simple. So I'm based in Molise. It's one of the lesser known region of Italy, very authentic, beautiful, in the East Coast in the Adriatic Sea, in a very small village called Petacciato, near Termoli and Vasto. So basically, my story in short, I was living in the north of Italy. I had a few properties there. I was, working for a multinational company. Then it turns out that the place, the business, and the traffic, was a little bit crazy in Milan, in Varese, actually, very close to Milan. So we decided to move to southern Italy after changing our mind, actually, because we were about to move with my wife, that is American, in the US. I have applied for the green card and everything was done. But then, after staying in southern Italy, living, the authenticity of the Italian slower life, we decided to stay. So America
Wow.
was declined. Anyway, we still go there for our family members, finding friends and relatives.
Yes.
But after, when we decided to stay in southern Italy, we embraced, this life that is basically a paradise. You can enjoy a beach, going to the beach, having your aperitivo, your prosecco, your spritz, aperol spritz, without any problem everywhere. You can, no traffic, no police, everything,
Wow.
everything, very flexible and no stress. That's the most
Wow.
important thing, especially for us that we were having children.
Yes.
Raising a family was crucial, like finding the right place. So we decided to stay in the end. Then
Wow.
I decided to, open this company to, as a dream, helping others to find the right place to live in the world. I know that it's very stressful for people living abroad, especially for Americans that right now are living a very difficult time frame for political things and other stuff. And
Yes.
the price is crazy. I have been in contact with my in-laws, and prices are very crazy.
Yes.
I can tell you that our life was completely changed from a day to another. Living
Wow.
in the south, yeah, we fall in love with a property actually, I sold all the properties that I have in northern Italy, and we bought an amazing property, sea view, just 10 minutes from the ocean.
Wow.
So the process, I know very well the process of selling, purchasing properties. I have been also property managers for a while, working as a travel guide for many years, and I've been working in a corporate environment for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I decided to open this dream, helping others achieve their goal, moving abroad in
Amazing.
a beautiful country like Italy.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. And I'm so happy. I know I've already sent you a couple clients and they have been so, so happy. So I thank you for your amazing intro. And I think it's interesting that you have an American wife. So where were you
Exactly.
guys planning on moving to the US and why did you put the
Yeah.
brakes on? You said, no, no, no. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it was during COVID. The situation was crazy, banning traveling. It was like very complicated. I had my application ready, the appointment at the American consulate in Naples for my green card. Uh, but we were about to move to Cape Cod in Massachusetts,
Okay.
in a very beautiful place. But then it turns out that prices were completely different here. So I can give you an example. The nursery school, we were paying here just 200 euro per month.
200
In the
euros
US,
per month for like preschool is what we would call it.
preschool, yes,
Wow.
preschool. The preschool was just 200 euro. I was working remotely for my company that was in that period in Switzerland. So I
Wow.
was working for a Switzerland company in southern Italy. And I said, wow, this is crazy. I want to stay here forever. So I
Wow.
decided no. And I remember that day I was running and I saw this amazing view, this beautiful view, ocean view. And I said, why am I going to America?
Yeah.
This is America. I'm
This is
already,
amazing.
this is amazing. I'm already, in my dream
Yes.
because, northern Italy is nice, but it's very similar to the US in terms of uh, traffic, many people, working stress.
Yes.
Southern Italy is different. This is
Amazing.
like an highlight for somebody that wants to find a place, generally speaking, apart from properties, but in general, the
Yes.
right place if you want to embrace the authentic Italian lifestyle.
Okay.
That's for sure. You need to go in southern Italy.
Amazing. So I know you're pushing a lot for Southern Italy, which is where you do a lot of the tours. But I know, so there's so many things I want to talk to you about. Let's talk first about the juicy thing that most people have on their mind, which you have a service for this, is property for rent, finding the search for rentals. And it's an amazing
Yes,
service. Let's first talk
yes.
about rentals in Italy and what do people have to keep in mind when they're searching for the rentals? And are there misconceptions? Because I know you
Yes,
have to have certain things for the consulate appointment. So kind of walk us through that process and how you guys do that too.
exactly. I know that most of the time for the digital nomad visa, you need to have a rental agreement in advance. That's crucial. In fact, I can tell that the most used contract in Italy, it is called 4 plus 4. What it means? 4 più 4 in Italian. It's a contract that goes 4 years and then it will be renewed for other 4 years.
Okay.
So this is the most typical contract. The important things for the landlord are you have your income stable. The six you need to prove that you have a stable income. At least you need to provide 3 payslip to
Yeah.
to declare that you have your income, you are a stable person,
Yes.
um, and then the contract must be written with eventually a real estate agency or can be private directly with an owner. This needs to be registered in an official way in Italy in an office called Agenzia delle Entrate.
Okay.
So this is the process. Agenzia delle Entrate is the entity in Italy that control taxes overall for businesses and private persons, private people, to make sure that everything is registered and regular.
Yes.
So this is in short the rental process. Of
Okay.
course, finding a rental for shorter terms, it could be difficult. With my service, the property scouting I do, I have many clients that are asking even less,
Less
maybe
time.
1 2 years less time. I have been partnered with many real estates across Italy,
Okay.
especially one in particular that handle many properties in Rome, in Milan, in Florence.
Okay.
They are property managers, and so they can arrange rentals for shorter periods, for
Okay.
1 year, 6 months, 2 years. So for people that will come for a digital nomad visa, it could be that they just want to, um, you know, um, how do you say, get the visa,
Yeah.
the approval, and then maybe later on change place, finding the property of their dream,
Yes.
purchasing a property. So sometimes, and another important point, you can ask for uh, the the dismission of the contract 3 months in advance. Another important point is that normally landlords needs to have at least 3 months payment in advance
Okay.
before giving you the contract approved.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Okay. So it sounds like it's kind of complicated because if some people don't know if they like the region, maybe they don't want to get locked in for 4 years. It's important
exactly.
to, if you can help with that, which is hopefully maybe even get them a 1 year contract, that would help people's stress levels. And I'm sure you make the contracts in a way that you always want to have this clause for most of the
Yeah,
countries I help is like if your visa doesn't get approved, like you can cancel the contract. So it's important that you
of
guys set
course.
things up the right way. How hard is it for an American though to get an apartment and a contract? Is it quite difficult, especially not knowing the language?
Yeah, the most complicated thing is the language barrier, of course. Many real estates don't speak English, but many do. So it is important to find, somebody that can help.
Yeah.
Uh, you won't be locked for 4 years. I want to be precise. You can always say, I don't want to stay, but you need to give at least 3 months advice
Okay. 3 months
to the
notice.
landlord. Notice exactly. You need to present a notice with a letter, and you can always go
Oh,
to
interesting.
other.
Even
Yes,
with the 4 month contracts?
even with the four
Or
years
sorry,
contract.
4 years. 4 years.
Yes, there are, it's everything can be written in your contract. You have to decide and deal with the landlord. You can even say, I want to stay for 2 years, and then it will be renewed after 2 years.
Got it.
Uh, then there are other rules, like, for example, you start with 1,000 euro per month, and maybe they will say, okay, we freeze the payment for 2 years, then we check the market, and then it can be raised up.
Wow.
But these
Okay.
are rules that you can decide with your dealing
Landlord.
with
Yeah.
landlord or real estates. So
Yeah.
there are rules that can be added in the contracts and other that can be um,
Yeah.
dismissed or
This
not
is
even
so
added.
helpful. This is so helpful, Walter. And I'm putting for all of you interested, I would say reach out to Walter. This is so important because he can do this even if you don't even want to be on the ground in Italy. If you don't have time, you just need this place. He can do this for you even without going to Italy. But it is good to go and maybe even do a scouting trip with him so you
Exactly.
can see
Yeah.
the different regions Before I move to the scouting trip question, because this is super important, um, what are the costs in Italy for rentals? I think there's a lot of misconceptions, and it's quite
Yes.
affordable for Americans. Could you maybe
Yeah.
just, I know there you can't do an average of the whole Italy, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
different regions?
okay, in Italy, the market is very different from region to region. Northern Italy tend to be rentals and cost of living tend to be higher than the south.
Yes.
If we go in bigger cities like Milan, Turin, Venice, prices can be between like 900 euro, 1000 euro per month up to 3000. If you go like in the historical center of Milan, could be very, very expensive, like in Venice or other big cities in northern Italy.
Yes.
Bologna as well. Prices can be very high in the historical center, but if you go a little bit around, just 15 minutes away from the center, prices can go, can be less
Nice.
um, and cheaper.
I kind of
Um,
hear a lot this 1,000 euro per month number, and it sounds very good to us. Is that
exactly.
one
Yeah, that's
bedroom, two bedroom?
normally I would say in Milan, one bedroom, two
Wow.
bedroom, around that price, but even a little bit more depending on the area.
Yeah.
Even other cities like close to the Switzerland border could be even more expensive.
Yes.
Um, then if you go in and a little bit away from the big cities in a very nice village, authentic village, even in northern Italy, you can find places starting from 300,
Wow.
one bedroom
Wow.
starting from 300 per month.
And that's
For
in northern
example,
Italy. Wow.
in
Amazing.
northern Italy, exactly. Where I live, for example, in southern Italy, a rental could cost from 300 to 700 for a very nice apartment. 700 you can have two bedrooms, two bathrooms, uh, full equipped
Wow.
with everything, balcony and maybe even a sea view, ocean view.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Walter,
Yes,
sign us up. Sign us up. Wow, it's
of
amazing.
course,
It's
of
amazing.
course.
But okay, so I can't even imagine. Yeah, Southern Italy in general, it just sounds like so much more affordable. The other places can also be affordable. So I just see Italy as this
Yes,
gem for historical, having
yeah,
so much more for less. And then retirees can enjoy their lives. Digital nomads
exactly.
even can come raise families. It just sounds
Yes.
like a dream.
Yeah.
Sicily and Calabria, I mean, obviously you can work with all of the Italy. It's
All of
probably
the
similar
regions,
pricing
of
there
course.
too, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Prices in southern Italy tend to be similar. And again, if we talk about Rome, it's another story. If we
Right.
talk about Naples as well, Palermo, Sicily, like if we go in the islands, Taormina, super expensive, Capri,
Yeah.
not even affordable. Uh, but there are, as you mentioned, gems for
Yes.
retirees are beautiful. You can you go walking out of the street, you go to your market. There are not like big grocery stores like in the US. Forget about it. You
Yeah.
can go and get. You go in the fish market, find Giovanni or Gianni, uh, the butcher. So this is the life. You go outside, you go in and get a bakery, you
Yeah.
go, you get your bread, then you go in a little in grocery store, and so you do this little tour of food tour. A
Of your
nice
town.
bottle of wine, of course, uh, should be taken in consideration.
Yes.
um, yeah, that's the life
I
in
love
Italy.
it. Amazing. So I have a question. Your area, especially Southern Italy, how hard is it for the transition with not speaking English, or do people speak English in these towns? Is it difficult for somebody to move there that's American?
Yes, this can be difficult. So my suggestion is always take in consideration to after coming to Italy, people do not speaking English in general. So I strongly recommend to take eventually after some lessons, but with my support, I can also introduce a community of expats. There are
Nice.
many community of expats, so to be integrated step by step, I
Yeah.
do consultation in general about living in Italy, even for people that are insecure. They are not sure where to go. I can address, depending on the requirements, the type of needs that they have. I
Of
can also
course.
address the choice.
That's
Of course,
important with the decision-making process because everybody's going to be a little different. Some people love adventure and they love being out of their comfort zone. But if you're
of
one of those
course,
people that says, "Oh no, I need to be in a community. I want to be where expats are," then Walter will find
exactly.
that place for you. We're just giving you examples right now of what's possible. But when you actually do the property search with Walter, and we're going to talk about buying next because you guys are going to freak out what we talk about here. But
Yes.
just book the call with Walter because it's going to be you're going to be very very pleased and you will find the exact place that you belong based on what you need. So, my next question I had for you, Walter,
Yeah.
and I was hoping you could maybe share your screen at some point, but I have a couple questions
Okay.
first. Tell us about the buying process in Italy. And
Yes.
I know you're helping a lot of people buy in this region. In the southern
Yes.
part, you said Abruzzo, Molise.
Abruzzo, Molise, Lazio, Rome, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been in contact with a very important client from the United States in Rome. He was about to buy a property in the historical center of Rome. Others in Molise. Somebody wants to just get a very small property and then renew it, or somebody wants to have something ready. So there are many cases. I help everybody with their specific situation, family cases. There are many different situations. So the buying process, I would say that is split in phases. So the
Okay.
first phase, the important one to take in consideration is the you know finding the property. So you have
Yes.
to you have to get involved and fall in love with the right property before making your move, of course. And this is where I help. I help people understanding where to go, and depending on the situation, decide which will be your Italian dream house.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first step. After this, the important thing is to, the proposal. So we need to talk about prices, of course. This situation is the most, delicate one, where you have the seller, you have the buyer talking, maybe with a person in the middle that will be the real estate. I have contracts with different real estates in Tuscany as well, Cortona, Florence, in Molise here in Abruzzo,
Wow.
and in Maremma, Toscana as well. And in Lazio, near Rome, I have also connection, my network, also lawyer that can help with the transition for people that wants to be 100%, sure that the transition will be secured because you are buying, it's an investment. You are
Yes.
moving your money abroad and investing in your new life in Italy.
Yes.
So it's important for people that are investing a lot of money also to be secure with eventually a legal referral that I provide.
Perfect.
Um, the second step is the proposal. So we call it in Italy compromesso. The
Yeah.
compromesso is like a paper where the in accordance with the real estate and the seller, they write down the let's say the contract, the pre-agreement.
Yeah.
We normally do in the pre-agreement, um, they add the amount, the deposit amount. So if you are getting a mortgage, for example, how does it work? The banks in Italy can give you up to 80% of the total cost of the house. The
Wow.
20% deposit can be given during the compromesso phase, so the pre-agreement phase, number one, in the second phase after the scouting and finding the property, then you sign the compromesso, you provide your deposit to the seller, and you need to book an appointment with the notary. So in the middle, it's even actually is more recommended to do like um, let's say a screening of the registrations, if everything is in order with the house, uh, with a local, you know, local person that knows the rules. For example,
Yeah.
I can help with that.
Like an
uh,
inspection, like an inspection.
Inspections,
Yeah.
exactly, but specifically for the registration in the legal entity in Italy, the Agenzia delle Entrate.
Okay.
Every house needs to be registered in the
Yeah.
catastro. We call it Agenzia delle Entrate, registration for the cadastral
They have
registration.
this the same Spain is almost the same names as well. They have the catastro, they have the
Cadastro, yes,
yeah, it's
yes.
like the same. It's funny. I
It's
just
the same,
yeah.
exactly. So
Okay.
everything is registered there. You need to make sure that everything is in order before moving forward, of course.
Okay.
This is why sometimes, depending on the budget, I also strongly suggest to hire an additional legal check to make sure that everything is okay.
Yeah.
If you then, if everything goes well, you are okay to move forward and book the notary appointment. During the notary appointment, the real estate agency, the buyer will provide all your information to the notary. The notary will create the final agreement. We call it in Italian compravendita immobiliare,
Okay.
atto notarile. So with the notary, you will sign in a specific day the contract and you will receive the key. So this process I have explained it very, not in all the details, but in short,
Yes.
the main steps are three: finding the property, doing your proposal that can be written, then provide the deposit, the compromesso, sign the compromesso. It's important that during the compromesso phase,
Yeah.
when you give the deposit, if you then you want to move back, it's a risk
Yeah.
because the seller can ask you double price. So if you want to say no, I don't want to proceed anymore with this property, you could risk to lose your money.
Yes. I
Okay?
understand. And there's reasons for that because the process is different, I think, and they're taking it off the market. They're guaranteeing that they're going to give it to you.
Exactly.
So they're wasting
Exactly.
time and commitment, right? I mean, it's a
Yes.
commitment, so it makes sense, but that's
Yes.
important to note. What about this mortgage? Is there an age limit? Because there's a lot of retirees that are going to potentially want to get mortgages. Have you seen anybody have issues with that, or can everybody get mortgages?
Yes. Some banks have like an age limit that could be around 60, 70, depends on the bank.
Yeah,
Uh, but it could vary.
yeah,
And also, it could vary depending on the years you want. For example, if you are 60 years old and you want to have like 30 years mortgage, bank could deny the request
of course.
100%. But if you are 50 years old, 20 years mortgage could be fine.
Right. So it
So
varies by bank.
it varies by bank, it varies by capitals, it varies by the budget. So it
Mm,
might vary depending on the situation.
okay. It's interesting because in Spain, similar. Like the general rule of thumb is after 65, they quote unquote, the main thing that's going around the internet right now is you can't get a mortgage after 65, but it's not true. You just have to know what banks will issue it, and it's going to be for a shorter period. So
For a shorter period. For a
that's where
shorter
you
period, yes.
yeah, so like 10
Exactly.
years if you're 65, right? maybe you'll find
Yes.
one like this, but you want to work with somebody who knows the dynamics and who has connections, and so somebody like you. So that's great that you're going to help with that. Can you share us? Okay, this is what I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Show us what people can buy by working with you. And he's going to share his screen right now. So, those of you that are listening on the podcast, I'm going to have this video uploaded inside of the Move Overseas Now Academy. And so there is a video out there, but we wanted to make it fun so that you guys could actually see. And if for those of you that can't see, it's fine. You can just listen to what we're talking about. But he's going to share his screen. Can you show us like a little bit of the
Of
area,
course.
what you have and prices? And your house is
Yes.
amazing. You have to show us your house.
Yeah. Will do. Will do. Thank you, Shona. And this is actually very fun. Uh,
Yeah.
be be ready for that.
We're ready. I'm ready.
I'm gonna show you one of my real estate partners. I have many. This one, for example, is an Italian speaking real estate partner. I have been in contact with an English speaking partner recently,
Okay.
also in Abruzzo Molise, that deal with uh, high level real estate, like very nice houses that I'm gonna show you later. But there are, many different type of properties that I could show you, and I could start with one that you will be
Yeah, and this is why I wanted
shocking.
to share with you
Okay,
guys
for
because
example,
when I was on the
before,
call,
yeah, this one, for example, before going to the shocking one, this one is it was just renewed. uh, it is a very nice property. You can immediately see the ocean view.
wow,
Imagine, getting your Aperol spritz with this view and
amazing.
drinking, relaxing on the sofa.
This is a big
Uh,
house on land. How much, like, what are we talking
it's the
in acres?
land here. It has an olive grove
Wow,
with 30 or 40 plants. The house was complete. It's ready. You can move in immediately, straight away.
wow.
Um, you can see the picture. Actually, this is one. I have been in this house. I have been following also all the works.
Wow.
Um,
The renovation.
the renovation,
Okay.
yeah, and this is the outside.
This view
Of
is amazing.
course, it needs to, you need to create a garden, a little bit of small works outside, but
Yeah.
you have many trees. You can produce your own olive oil if you want,
Wow.
and you have a garden.
Amazing.
And
It's
this is, right now the price was there's also a reduction of price here is 200, so
wow.
35K less.
200,000 euros. And that gets you how many bedrooms and a view of the ocean and an olive grove?
Two, exactly, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
Wow. Amazing.
Uh, this is crazy.
Okay, show us, yeah, show us the one that I freaked out. So we were talking,
Less
Walter and I were
less
talking.
than a used car. Like you said that the most used car in the US is the Ford. What's
I don't know, Ford Focus,
Ford Focus? Yeah, the same price, 8,000. You have
8,000 euros.
2 bedrooms, little apartment in a very cozy village near Abruzzo and Molise, 30 minutes away from the ocean, 1 hour from the airport Pescara, just 8,000. It needs renovation, of course. It needs a little bit of renovation. But imagine having your second home just, as a, you can use it 2 weeks per year, 3 weeks. You want to rent it out, we can also um, give you support on the property management
Wow.
service.
So is this,
uh,
it needs a little bit of work, you said, but that's the thing that you help with is so you'll find these pretty
exactly, I help with
structurally
that.
really good homes.
Yes, I help with that. I have networks for renovation, English speakers as well, that could give you the help on renovating your property. Um,
Yes.
so
So
this
so
is a great,
I have a
great deal.
question for you. I have a question for you about this property. So it's 8,000 euros. And then
Yes.
to get it, so this is in a cute little town in Italy. To get it fully renovated, you're saying it's around 20,000 and that's it. So like they could be
20,000, 20,000 is renovated. 20, 30,000 renovated.
so that
Yes,
could be 30,000 euros. Somebody has a two
exactly.
bedroom, three bedroom, beautiful apartment in a cute town, historic town in Italy in the south. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, yeah. I want to buy
Great.
it. Maybe
I want to
tomorrow I
buy it.
buy it.
I want to buy. So,
Me too.
okay,
Me too.
tell
Yeah.
us more about the other properties. I mean, if you have other
Yeah.
examples.
There are other properties. This one it needs renovation. Also, this one. Look. Um,
Is this land or that's a, oh, there is a
this
house
is a
there. Wow,
land.
it's big.
And, there's a house here. You have a small um, area with trees. Many cherry
Wow.
trees here. Um, this is the house, and this needs renovation as well, but you have land. You have a
You have
lot of
land.
trees, fig trees, olive trees, everything. If you want to stay in the middle of the nature, come,
Wow.
you can renovate this cute property. uh,
30,000 euros right now?
this is now is 30,000 euro. Of course, we can do a proposal for that. It could
Wow.
go a little bit less, and then you need to pay. It's 4,700 square meters. The house is 64 meters. You can even expand the house with.
Wow.
I can tell you that with like in total 80,000, you can have like a fully renovated home in the middle of the nature in southern Italy with cherry
Wow.
trees, olive trees,
80, you said
fig trees.
80,000 euros on top of, yeah,
Yes, on top
that's
of
not
the.
bad at all.
Not bad. No, no, not bad.
Amazing. Oh, love it.
Yeah. Apart from this example, if you want go in a modern,
More modern.
new, yeah, more modern new house, there are plenty of these as well.
Okay.
Uh, the price is higher.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, this has like
300.
this
We can
has
go
those
to.
beautiful the refrigerators that blend in with the wall so you don't know it's there. It's cool. Looks really
Yes.
nice.
This is a little bit
400,000
more
for the more
expensive.
modern one that has the sea view.
3,000 and three. Yeah, 350.
Okay.
You can
Not
try
bad.
with the proposal. Yes.
Wonderful.
Uh,
We want to
I
see.
can.
Can you show us your house?
Yes, yes. And for example, you don't want you want to build your dream home.
Yeah.
Imagine buying
Land.
a big land. So this is two. I don't know in English. Probably it's 2 acres, two
Wow.
hectares,
Yes.
uh, full of olive trees. You can build with 20,000. Then you can build your home by hiring a builder. The process is slower, but eventually it can be also another option.
Wow.
Uh,
20,000 euros. You can have 2 acres in the
two
south and
acres,
then
and you
build
can
your
build a
dream home.
house like mine. This was
Wow.
this was the project. Uh, in the middle of the nature, just farmlands, sunflowers. In summer, we have beautiful sunflowers with the
Oh,
ocean view.
wow.
Um,
The
very
sea
calm.
is
This
right
was the
there. It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10
And you have a
minutes.
pool. You have a pool.
Not yet, but in the project, we had a pool, but since we have children, we decided to wait a little bit. But the project originally, we have the permission for the pool.
Wow.
Um, but you can
Beautiful.
see. So this was the project. Right now, this is my home, where I
It's
live,
beautiful.
my
Yeah.
office. Beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
Amazing. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, I can show you also from here. You can see the field, like a golden field. They do like the hay to make pasta.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, the barilla. Barilla, barilla pasta? They
Not
make
really.
the Italian, or Molisana, the important brand. And this is the view that you can have if you. And there are some properties that are available on the market,
Yes.
secret. I have contacts for this type of property. If someone needs to have like luxury type of property model, it's another segment,
Yeah.
but it can be available in
Amazing.
Abruzzo, Molise. This is the view. Look,
Amazing.
it's
Beautiful.
amazing. Yes.
Wow, Walter, thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, guys, it's all about connections, and that's why I wanted to bring Walter on here. And so if you're liking what you're seeing, all of his contact information is below. The last thing I wanted to ask you about is something else that you help people with, which is scouting trips. How important is it to do one? And what do you do on those scouting trips and the tours when people come to Italy?
Yeah, this is a very important question, Shona, because I have been dealing with many clients, family cases, for example, they had requirements like international school because
Mm,
they want to enroll their children in an English speaking school. So there are complex cases around that. Unfortunately, if you want to enroll your children in an English-speaking school, you cannot live in a farm play like in the middle of the nature. You need to go a little bit, closer to a big city
yes.
because international schools are not everywhere. So depending on the criteria, the requirements, I always suggest to my clients to eventually do your first viewing tours in Italy to find out where will be your ideal
Mm-hmm.
place to live and move and settle in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might be blind and go somewhere where you don't know how to move. Or I know
Yes.
that people are curious, but if you want to go and do your and choose the right property for your life, I
Yes.
strongly recommend to first of all understand, put down your criteria, your end goal, and then decide with a person that could help
Yes.
uh,
Perfect.
in the end in the final destination to giving you like a tour of the places and suggest you depending on your case where to go and where to find the properties after getting your visa approval.
Perfect. Wow. I love it. So, in summary, for all of you, we talked about the rentals, rental search. He works with you for the entire Italian state. So, anywhere in Italy, he can help with that. The buying process and finding you the property as well, all of Italy. The
Yes,
tours is more specific because, of course, this is going to
more
be
specific.
one-on-one support where he's actually going to be meeting with you. And of course, Walter has a family, so you can't be gone for too long, but that's more in
Yes,
southern Italy. So definitely
yes,
you have his contact information. We have your email in there, we have your website. So feel free to
yes,
reach out and tell him that you came from Move Overseas Now.
yes. Thank you. I offer a free consultation for everybody coming from Shona Move Overseas now. So contact me anytime.
Perfect. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. That's really nice of you. And then I always like to ask everybody this question before they leave. What is your final secret for those on the fence about making their move abroad to Italy in the next 12 months? What's the final secret you want to leave them with?
The final secret, I think, is understanding, what's your dream? Your dream is Italy, okay? Find the right place because you could regret maybe this is not my place, and then you might, go back and say maybe I need to go back in the US or in my home country. So make sure that you find the right place for your move.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's different, it's a good point because there's different different vibes all over any country, you know? You can be in the mountains or you can be by the sea or you can be in a small town that has nothing going on and you could have different experiences in each place. So, it is very important. I like to always leave them with though too, to not be scared because guess what? Life is change, and so they can always change too.
They
So
can change.
that's the other thing I like to leave people with is they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be gone forever, or I'm going to be here in this
No,
place forever. No, if you don't like it after 1 year, guess what? You can go somewhere else. So
you can go somewhere else.
I always like to tell people that the move abroad, yes, if you're buying, it is important that you know this place, but it's also okay if you decide to rent. You're experimenting. Life is, I think the Italians, you guys do a very good job at this. It's like life isn't so serious, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. We
It's
want to
so,
smile. We want to embrace, life in in a way that you can enjoy every day,
yeah,
from your breakfast to the final cafe after dinner. Your final cafe is the authentic final when you can say, okay, my day was okay. You can even drink a little bit of Amaro Montenegro or Braulio, whatever is, depending on the north of Italy or southern Italy. You can
wow,
have in Sicily Amaro Verna, small, drink, a shot,
wow.
um, and a good glass of wine every time during dinner is always suggested in Italy.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, Walter, I'm so excited to meet you at some point because I know we haven't met
Yeah,
face to
we,
face
we should
yet,
meet in
but it's on
Molise.
the list.
Come visit Molise, Petacciato, where I live. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Google it, Petacciato. I strongly suggest to visit Molise, Abruzzo. These are the lesser known region, the new Tuscany,
Yeah.
even better for us for certain things. Not touristy, very, very beautiful, authentic, many, many traditions, many, many, parties in summer. Sagre is like folkloristic events that they organize in all the villages, like in Spain.
Yeah.
These,
Yeah. The
important
parties for the
the
village.
parties. Yes, yeah.
Amazing. Love it. Walter, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us. And
Welcome, welcome.
I'm looking forward to all of you guys booking a call. And um, how do we say until next time? Is it se a prossima volta or something like this?
Alla prossima.
Alla prossima.
Ci vediamo la prossima volta.
Ci vediamo dopo.
Ci vediamo dopo. Ci vediamo in Italia. Move abroad, move
Yes?
overseas now, and Italy Semplice, in collaboration with Italy Semplice, now. Ci vediamo in Italy.
Okay. We have a lot of work to do here. Okay. Thank you so much, Walter. See you soon.
See you soon.